GoPro?
Yeah, the GoPro, yeah. Yeah, I figured I'd give one a shot because my phone's like really old. Hey guys, welcome back to Just Fixing Garage. I'm Justin. We're over at Caleb's garage, Always Something Garage, working on some of the neon project stuff. So it looks like we're getting ready to take apart the heads, clean them up, discuss future porting. Essentially, we're getting everything ready so that we can send the bottom end to the machine shop so we can bring it back and assemble that, and then cleaning up a lot of parts so that we can sandblast it and then do some, I guess, soda blasting, and then we're going to do some powder coating, which likely won't be in today's, but we'll get to it. I'll film what we're doing today, clean it up, and follow along. Thanks.
This works first. I don't know if it really this is.
You can say hi, Caleb, since you're here.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And so
Will it work on the middle ones too?
yeah, it should be able to get to the
Should.
other side.
Well, I didn't know if the angle was going to be too hard to get through there.
Nope, because it'll do it from the other side. Nope, I think we'll be good. That's nice.
So what do you set yours up on? Your camera? Or are you always holding it?
I'm always holding it. Unless,
Really?
unless my dad's alive, yeah.
Oh wow.
And he sets it up on a table or whatever. Like usually this table. You use this table and they'll follow him around wherever he goes.
Okay. It says 10 hours.
How's the battery life on that?
Well, I didn't fully charge this one, but I have 3 batteries because they're only like 20 bucks a piece. But I think you can get a good 4 hours.
That's good.
I have a 256 gig card, which is good for apparently 10 hours of footage. So,
All right, so we'll go ahead and pull this stuff apart. What do you guys think? Good?
yeah, that's good. Man, I should buy you one of those air ones. Oh, that's so much better than the last one I used. Let me get a Ziploc baggie.
Yeah, so these have the double.
Yeah, double wall,
Yeah.
because they're the original valves. So I couldn't reuse these even if I wanted to, which is
Nope.
why I picked them up. The machine shop probably even has some, I'm guessing. They keep a lot of
Well, they might not. They would order them, but again, then you pay their markup or whatever, obviously.
stuff. Yeah, I guess I could have let them handle the guides too, but it was kind of like, hey, if you want these, you should buy these too. And I was like, whatever. I don't know if they would have got them any cheaper. So we'll need that. Oh, shit.
So definitely needs guys. Definitely needs
Sticky?
guys. No, it's loose. A lot of
Oh.
fun. Yeah. Yeah, they're wore out.
That bad, huh?
And usually the exhausts do. That's where
Oh, that heat, right?
all that heat is there.
How the seals look? Non-existent?
No, they're there.
Yeah. Oh wow, they're still good seals. When I was doing Kevin's 318, they literally were disintegrated to nothing.
Yeah, and that's an old style. They probably had umbrella seals, right?
Umbrella on the exhaust, but then, well, I guess yeah. But there was, well, which umbrella are you talking? Because there's ones that were actually like circular that sit on top
Yep,
of the
they're
stem,
just cups that go over
and then
top.
the other one was a more flat cup that would go
Yeah.
up and down with the
Yeah.
valve
Well, these are called positive seals.
because they stick up.
Well, no, they actually have a spring. If you pull one out, I'll show you. That's like high performance stuff. So when you're back in the Chevy and the Ford days, you know, the old 318 Chryslers,
Yeah.
they all used umbrella stuff. Okay, that was what your seal was. It was just a splash seal.
Yeah.
But when you built them high performance, you bought, and a lot of them were actually Teflon, but they're called positive seal. You actually machined your head so these seals will snap down on it. They have a spring.
I have seen that before on mats,
Yeah, and
but
that-
I didn't
and
put
that's-
them on. Yeah.
Yeah, and that would probably be what is in all the
Yeah.
new cars do it.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. The old school style.
A lot of gunk, huh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. What you'll end up seeing is you'll get a radius in this. It's supposed to be obviously flat, like 45 machine cut. And you'll see them, they'll start cupping, and that's because they're wearing. They're just beating.
Right.
This is softer.
And they can
Then-
spin as well, technically, too, right?
Yeah, they do spin, yep, but they just beat. And you can feel it has an edge. They just beat the heck out of them. Yeah.
It took you like 10 minutes.
Cool.
How loose is that line? Just curious there. Where am I at here?
Oh, I didn't even pull that out.
Oh,
Oh.
I just wanted to feel it. They were all really loose. So they should be no play, but also not scraping either, I guess.
Yeah. Nope, that should be nice and smooth, and I mean, you can have a little bit of movement, but not that
That
drastic.
seems like a lot of building to change the diameter that much. Does that seem like a lot to you?
Yeah.
This was exhaust or intake?
These are exhaust.
Those are exhaust. Oh. So which one's usually bigger?
The intake.
Intake. Got it.
Yeah.
What do you guys do to check like tolerances and stuff when you're putting everything on? Just use like plastic gauge stuff?
For bearing time, yeah, for
Yeah.
clearances. Yep. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not.
I've seen it but never used it. It seems like a pretty
Oh, it's
nifty
pretty.
little.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it'd be nice to have a bunch of bore gauges and things like that, but that's about the tightest valve out of them all, right there. The thing is like brand new. All right.
You need that 45 degree. You don't got 45 degree pliers or 90s?
Nope.
I'm gonna buy you a set. It's the best thing I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They're like 10-inch long. They're 10-inch long on a 45. I have one with a 90. Oh, they're beautiful. I'm pretty sure we used them when we were getting the motor out.
Yeah. But the bolts that were getting stuck.
Yep. Doesn't even matter if you tear up the guides. You're not staying. We'll keep these separate.
I got a Sharpie right here. You want to mark?
I figured I'll put the valves in the same thing.
Well, I didn't know if you want to mark exhaust side.
Yeah.
Intake side.
Those are just junk. We're not going to read these out.
Nope. Oh. Right over there. Cool.
Not bad, not bad.
I'd like to pull those out if I could.
Those
They're
are valve
always
pin things.
they're always a pain. Just a lot of time when you send something machines out, make sure your dowels are out because they will lose them. Not on purpose, but you just got to be careful when they come back. You got them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen them selling them, so I imagine it happens
Yeah.
with the, modern.
I don't know. these are probably stuck in there pretty good. Yeah.
I'm sure they make special pliers for that too.
Yeah. Yeah, blind hole pull. I have a blind hole puller, but I don't think I have one that small. You drive it in there, it's like a wedge anchor. Pulls it right out. But we can, if they're in there tight, I just worry about ones that are loose, that they're gonna pop out. Alright, so we need to, I'm gonna scrape this gasket down a little bit, get this off, because the soda blaster will not take that off too well. It's like rubber, it'll bounce off.
Interesting to see the soda blaster in action. Apologies, I didn't even know about the head and I didn't degrease it like I did the other parts, so.
Well, we're gonna probably power wash it first.
And my power washer wouldn't start, surprisingly.
We'll power wash it first, get the grease, because grease and that jumped up mixed too well. Just lightly clean them. That's just a Scotch Brite on the pad there. That's all that is.
And that's the nasty chamber.
Yeah. Now, soda may take most of this off. So the other thing is we'll clean these. I was just thinking about this. We can clean these up. I want to definitely power wash, maybe degrease and power wash, and then we could soda them.
Yeah.
Is I'll end up having to soda them again, because I'm going to end up porting them and I'm going to get them all dirty. But I want to clean.
You want to see what you're doing, yeah.
Well, I am not messing with this greasy, nasty stuff.
Yeah.
So either we're going to degrease them, and we can soda blast them a little bit just to see how they're going to come up. It'll help. Soda will take up all this carbon, which is nice. That's the cool part. Instead of
I'm interested to see it. I mean, I saw his video when you were washing. You were washing a motor block, and you had it in that motor stand, right?
That was the bike. Yeah, that was the bike. Yep. All right. So I think we're good. And we don't have to do it right now, but like these plugs, these ports, oil galley ports and stuff, once freeze plugs, I'll probably pop them out.
Can we get to that? Yeah, see, I was wondering how to, I was asking Caleb about it. I was like, I'll just wait till I get that, because I've seen some where on Kevin's car I could actually get behind him and pop them out.
Yeah, you just.
But on this one, like, there's no access behind it, so.
You just take a pin or a screwdriver and hit the one side of it, and it twists inside. And then you can grab it out. Either with a pair of pliers or vice strips or something. Semi-final.
So is this just casted on there right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, man, I know that they don't got their own TV channel, do they? Oh, that came out way easier.
And sometimes you lose them in there, which sucks, but if you notice it'll just spin in there. I hit it too far. So you get them to the point where they spin, because obviously if you go 90, it'll fall through, and it just did. Not a big deal. These may be aluminum. They may, no, they're steel. So these are steel ones. So they are
What's that baby now, brass?
Brass, that's what I do. It looks cool. Something more high performance.
Factory, I'm sure.
Yeah, just go to one side.
I see now.
So that way I didn't go all the way down.
Yeah, I see. So nasty in there. Is that why you tank it there?
Yeah. And like I said, we want these out. That's the old galleys. You really want them in case they had metal, like you said, crap in this motor.
Yeah.
It may be in those. So once we port and do that, we'll power wash them again. Like I said, maybe soda blast them again, but I will pressure wash this thing.
So
Run water through it so much. Yep.
Pretty neat.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want the crap in the oil galleys. That's the biggest mistake of builders. You know, is not cleaning that, and you end up having particles in there.
My car.
Yeah, and it goes right into the.
Does that happen?
No, it didn't. Well, when we were cleaning it, there was so much stuff there. It was sitting underwater.
Yeah, because we bought a used block that was sitting outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the car was it was a flood car.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. I think we're ready to degrease and see what she really looks like. And this head isn't that bad. I mean, it's got grease on it, but it's going to come up pretty good. It's going to be better than yours.
Yeah,
I think yours was oxidized, stained.
No, they did a consistent non-rusting oil on it all the time. It's hard to oxidize and coat it in oil.
I was going to say, that's a protected, right?
The lubricating chassis.
Oh, I squirted oil in there just for
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Yeah, right.
He had the feed line just out in the motor bay and it was just squirting out.
All right. So we got cars moved, right, Caleb?
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. So we had Caleb's dad, Ron. Make sure it is Ron, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be sure. I've always said Ron, but I've been waiting for somebody to correct me.
Not me.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so he's gone ahead and used his, we're going to call it the motorcycle valve spring compressor. We got all the valves out, all the springs. The head's essentially completely stripped now. And now we're going to do a quick power washing on it, so then we can soda blast it to get everything cleaned up and ready. We're going to be doing some, in the future, some DIY home porting, just to clean it up some. But otherwise, we're going to wash it up and get it to the soda blaster. Alrighty, it's almost power washing time. Yeah, it looks really good. Hey guys, so Ron just finished power washing the head. He used simple green to get it all cleaned up, power washed it, pretty much just to get it prepped for soda blasting, which is gonna have this thing looking like new. It actually looks way better than I thought it would just by washing it. I mean, you can probably see the shine that's coming back to it already. Soda blasting it is, what is it, less aggressive than sand blasting?
Yeah.
So it's less aggressive. He said that it actually will dilute in the water. It won't even hurt nothing. Yeah, so it's much safer to use on something like this. Less covering has to be done. So, all right, so we'll get it cleaned up and I'll show you the soda blasting as soon as I even understand how it's done. Is this like a DIY soda blaster?
Well, this is the hook to your pressure washer. So it's basically just a regular siphon style sandblaster. You can run sand. Actually, I ran coal slag through this a couple weeks ago to do carbon steel, but you're just using the pressure of the power washer.
So it's just grabbing some of the things as it goes?
Siphoning in here, just like a regular siphon sandblaster. But now we just put power behind it. So now you have the pressure. So you can buy a soda blaster that's a pressure blaster that runs off your air compressor. So, but that'll be dry. And if it's dry, it's a mess.
Right, it just flies everywhere.
So, I mean, it'll be piles of, I mean, this is gonna make a mess anyway, because it'll dry. It'll fly up and will dry and we'll have to rinse it down. But when you're doing it, this is the stuff.
It's pretty cool. So did you just buy the fitting and then you just pretty much make the hose, or was it?
No, this is a kit. Just like
okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, just like you said,
and replace bucket as needed.
Yeah. That bucket was from, we used to have a camping shower. That was
well, it's not the camping toilet, I guess.
No.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't even realize when you said soda blaster, I assumed it was like almost like a machine like that where you had to
and you can run soda in that cabinet, but again, it's dry. It's dust, and it's a mess. Okay. Just like
probably good for really small parts, right?
Yep.
But
so this is what you would see. A lot of guys are going to, they call it the dustless blasting system. And you see guys, they'll come and they'll blast your whole car, like strip your old car down.
Like on site?
On site, but it's with water. It's called dustless because dustless, of course, is not good. It just blows everywhere. It sucks for.
What they don't tell you is all the paint chips that are just going everywhere, though.
Yeah, right. I mean,
like I don't understand. Like I've seen that before. People were outside doing it, and I'm like, I get that. Like you're saying it's clean, but those are paint chips that are just going away. But that's pretty neat.
All right, kid, fire me up.
I'm ready.
Fire me up.
What do you think? You think it's gonna look super shiny? I mean, it's already glimmering in the sun here. I'm gonna see what she does. Looks pretty good. Fancy. Alright, so round one, I guess round two of cleaning is pretty good. Soda blasting worked well. There's some staining, but we'll get to that at some other point. But it looks great. Ron does such a good job. Yeah, I figured, yeah, there's going to be a, even if it's only 1,000s, I mean, they're going to do something. Looks pretty clean to me compared to how it started. Look at those flush bolt stuff. So you say this head's all aluminum? Do a stop start.
Best you can.
Do a quick another recap again. All right, so Ron's got it all cleaned up with soda blasting. I'm stopping him now from starting the motor to be done, but we're gonna rinse it off and then it'll be ready for his port job, which won't be today, but in the near future. So sorry, Ron, you do your thing. Whoa! Very nice. I'm just surprised. I wish I would have taken a better look at it when it was so dirty. I mean, even the inside cavities, I mean, this is like perfect. I've never seen it that clean. I'll never see it that clean again after it runs the first time.
And we'll make sure we pull these oil galley plugs out.
We'll blow some in there.
After we pour it and we wash it again. And we'll make sure everything is out of the oil galleys going to the lifter. So yeah, we'll make sure we'll blow all these.
Yeah, they look all right. Like I said, I can't feel it. You just see it.
Yeah.
Like there's not a single thing there.
Cool.
I guess, like you mentioned, I guess if that ever went bad, or they're scarred too much, you'd have to find some place that can oversize it, or else the whole head is trash.
Usually the head is trash.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are done for the day. We just discussed our master plan for everything. Our goal is over time, over the next few weeks, Ron will get back to me, let me know when we can come up and do some porting on this to see what's going to work well for us. You know, even if it's just gasket matching. You know, I will say there's probably a million ways to do it, and I like his idea on how we're going to go. So that's for the top end for the head. It's probably not going to go to the machine shop for at least a month, but that's okay. So the next part we'll talk about is the bottom end. So what he's going to try to do over the next week or two, maybe sooner, we'll see, whatever, when he gets time, is to clean up the block, put in the bed plate, get it clean enough where we can take to a machine shop, or we're going to get it bored out, honed. What was it, line board? Line board, because we see if they want to do that for this. We'll get the machining done for the bed plate so that it can have the straps put on there. I probably won't be filming cleaning the motor unless things change and not able to get to it, and I'll be up here. But otherwise, probably the next time we talk about this is going to be getting it to the machine shop. You see I brought over my crank, my bearings, my rods, my pistons. So hopefully we'll get this to the machine shop in the next week or two. Otherwise, we'll circle back, but I'll keep you guys in the loop, and we'll work from there. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and then Always Something Garage as well, because they're doing all the hard work for me. It's so weird to just watch them work and me film. So anyway, say Caleb, Ron, thanks for helping, guys.
Yep, thanks.
Check out their channel too.
Check it out.
Yep.